Hello and welcome to another Torchwood monthly range Big Finish review. Today I'm going to take a look at the Gwen and Rhys centered story We Always Get Out Alive by Guy Adams. But before we start, I'd just like to ask, if you haven't already, please support the channel by hitting subscribe, turning on notifications, liking, commenting, and you can find and follow me on social media at the links here. The story sees Gwen and Rhys narrowly escaping one of their many post-Torchwood escapades, and as they make the long, tedious journey home, they begin discussing this lifestyle and whether or not it's going to seriously impact their family, specifically if the worst should happen. All the while, they soon become concerned that things might not have gone quite as smoothly as they thought in this little adventure, as the journey home becomes much more difficult than they first initially thought, and soon become concerned that they are not alone.
Nearly had us in a ditch.
Oh, now you're wonderful driving.
Always was good at avoiding explosions. Aced it in my test.
Oh, yeah.
You better call someone. Police or fire service.
Babysitter? Oh, no signal.
That awkward conversation's put off for a few minutes then.
Yeah. Hello there, Gwen Cooper here from Torchwood.
Oh God, not you again.
Yeah, lovely to speak to you too. So, good news, bad news. The good news is yet another potential threat against mankind is over. I know!
Derek! I got that bloody woman from Torchwood on the line again. Can you check Kamada's still there?
What's that? Oh, I couldn't quite hear you. What? Oh, yeah, the bad news? Well, it's not that bad, really. Just a
Not
a medium-sized explosion. You know that horrible old holiday camp just south of Llanelli you didn't know what to do with? Fun World or Happy Land or something stupid like that? Oh, I forget now. Yes. With the dry rot.
And graffiti cocks.
Yes, the one with all the cocks. Yes, that's right. Well, you laugh at this,
But they don't.
but it might be a little bit on fire.
There were two main reasons why I decided to pick up this particular story. Not only do I really like seeing Gwen and Rhys together, they have a pretty fun dynamic, but also I was curious about the title. Considering how dark the Torchwood monthly range can get, and how this takes place after the events of Series 4 and possibly Big Finish's 5 and 6 seasons, I was slightly worried that title was ironic and we were gonna see something happen to Gwen and Rhys that wasn't particularly positive. What I will say is that the title is mainly in relation to the discussions between Gwen and Rhys on their car journey, and how they discuss how narrowly they avoid death almost every day, and whether or not Gwen is treating it as a form of thrill-seeking, and as a result it's pushing her away from Rhys and their child. This is a good example of how Russell would mix the alien sci-fi aspects of the Doctor Who universe and combine it with the very down-to-earth domestic side of the characters, and we get to see the very realistic relationship that the two of them have despite their very unrealistic lifestyle, and it is enjoyable to hear this very down-to-earth conversation. A creative detail that I really like is the fact that the story takes place entirely within one location. While Gwen and Rhys briefly leave the safety of their car for a number of reasons throughout the story, the audience never leaves it, so we only get to hear hints of what's going on around them. It really creates a claustrophobic atmosphere, so when we get to those realistic arguments, we feel very trapped as there's no escape from the truth of the matter, which is something that Gwen and Rhys try to avoid when they start upsetting each other with their very harsh but potentially real truths that they want to discuss.
You love doing this. It is fun to you.
But look, fun is the wrong word. It's a good thing we do. You know that. And I'm not going to apologise for it.
I'm not saying you should. That thing had killed people. Too many people, and it would have killed more, and we needed to stop it, and we did. I just sometimes, I wish...
What?
I wish you didn't enjoy it so much.
I wouldn't say enjoy.
Well, I would. You come alive when you're doing this. You're on fire.
Well, adrenaline, that's normal enough. Fight or flight.
It's more than that. If this all ended tomorrow, no more threats, no more weirdness.
Not likely.
That's not the point. I'm just saying, if we wake up tomorrow morning and that's that, it's all done, we're not needed anymore, you're not needed, you'd hate it.
But it wouldn't happen, would it? Huh? Singing monsters in the bay, flying things taking bites out of aeroplanes, alien viruses turning people into God knows what, haunted nightclubs with coniferous dance floors, and that's just this month. This stuff it's just everywhere.
You're avoiding at the point, Gwen. I'm saying you need it.
But we also get to see the more fun side of their relationship, and the two of them actually showing how much they care about each other, and these concerns are purely out of love rather than cynicism. Combined with the horror element that is slowly in the background becoming more prominent, it becomes unclear whether they're actually talking to each other or if there's an influence messing with their heads and making them say things that they wouldn't normally say out loud. But what they are saying isn't necessarily a lie. It's more bringing out harsh truths that they don't want to discuss. Off the top of my head, I don't think the story actually has any non-diegetic music. I'm pretty sure even the Torchwood theme itself is diegetically implemented into the story, which I think helps to keep the immersion and doesn't break the illusion that we're actually inside the car and makes it feel all the more real. Honestly, I think this story could really work as a stage play or a short film with its creative presentation and setting. Overall, a pretty good exploration of Russell's desire to show the domesticity of people within the Doctor Who universe, while also remaining a sci-fi story. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.